Greetings, friends. It's me, Women29. It's snowing out, so I'm doing another video. This is a video out to King Heathen. Definition of the word day. Um, I posted another video to this. King Heathen's a really cool guy. We had a beer on Stickcam once, and this guy's brilliant. I love talking to him. I wasn't calling you a dummy there, Heathen. I just said a lot of. I believe I had a lot of sources in that particular video in a series I was doing, so I posted that as a reply because I thought it might have something that people want to look into in there. It's kind of interesting. If you don't read it in Hebrew, you don't get the jokes. You have to read the creation stories, chapter 1 and 1 to 2, or 2, 3a. 2, 3b to the end, to understand the slyness and the ingenuity and the jokes of the Hebrew writers who are putting such things down. Not only is it written in prose, it's beautiful poetry. It also is used as agada, or stories, to explain different things. So, those who have not read it in Hebrew end up trying to make it into some kind of science book, which such ideas didn't come about until the New Testament time period, which is pretty interesting because all the people who were out to prove the infallibility, the writers back then were just interested in getting this literature down from both northern and southern Israel so it would not be lost, and they included both in the text as teachings of law code. So here, some really interesting things. So I just wanted to comment on it. Some stuff that people might not really know unless you read it in Hebrew. So here you have some interesting things going on. What I mean is, I'm stuttering here because when God begins, or the text start out, when the Elohim, which is plural, or the heavenly council, begins to create the heavens and the earth, Hashemayim and the Haaretz, they come on this mass of unformed stuff. So you have a division of waters from waters, or the urine, the dirty waters, the waters above, the waters below. So and also the translation gets lost in day and night. It's not day and night. It can also mean dawn and dusk, which are two forms of gray that dim and dim. They're almost the same kind of color of light, and it does not say the sun and the moon. It says, a greater light as a torch to light up, or a lesser light to light the night. So it's defining things and labeling things to label things creates it in a sense. And people who try to make it into a science book tend to bother me simply because the literature and the beauty of it is lost, and it's lost. So then you have the firmament, which is in metalworking, an upside down bowl. Our coppersmith would bang out a bowl. That would be the firmament. Below that you have the Shemayim, the skies. And then above that you would have the mayim, the water, and also below the earth would be the waters below. So the earth's flat, as I said in my other video. Now all this stuff. The first day, Yom Akud, I think it's called. Akkad, yes. A day. It's not the first day, it's a day. So what's interesting is after deity or deities or the heavenly council in the epic of creation of the Hebrews, call out and define things, it's a day between the two shades of gray. So what's interesting is, as things are defined and called out, things are moved around, and things are placed. So doing all this placing, moving around, and calling out, and saying that it is good. You can look into details on my other video I posted. It's just beautiful stuff. I would suggest going to Strong's Exhaustive Concordance someplace and checking out the Hebrew word order and the names of things, and how root words and word plays are used, so you can get some really good ideas about Hebrew poetry and the like. So I don't know if I answered anything, but I just think it's kind of insane to argue about if Yom would be 1,000 years or a really long time, blah blah blah, young Earth stuff, because the chapter of Genesis 1 was not meant to be viewed in such a way coming out of the ancient Near East. That'd be almost like arguing that the priest Marduk, who put down in cuneiform the epic of Marduk, the Babylonian creation story, stood around and argued about what got divided first, the salt water, the fresh water. They had festivals celebrating this transformation of such divisions and creations in violent ways. In the text, they were done in violent ways. Marduk slices up Tiamat, cuts her in half like a sea fish, and splits the waters and kills the dragon. And you get allusions to that from the Psalms. Yahweh doing such things also. I know I'm kind of rambling, but I hope it puts it in better context. I don't think the priests of Marduk stood around and made their mythology into a huge scientific source book that should be taught in their public schools. Everybody knew the story. However, it formed differently. It formed as a cultural identity of a specific people for a specific time period, dealing with issues in culture, and later it was institutionalized, and rituals were adapted to it, which happens also in Hebrew epics. Take care, and take care, heathen. Hopefully this might be somewhat interesting. Sorry for rambling so much. If everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking.